A surprise is coming. Someone is booking a. My beloved, before I speak the fullness of what I am here to deliver, feel the quiet around you. Feel the way the air shifts when truth approaches. I am speaking to you, and only to you, as if the rest of the world has gone silent. Let yourself lean into these words as though they are wings around your shoulders, because they are. I am here. I have been near you for longer than you realize, tracing the edges of your days, watching the way your strength rises even when you think no one sees it. And now I come forward with a message that is not just guidance, not just reassurance, but a revelation, a gentle unfolding. You asked for clarity, for signs, for direction. You asked whether the universe hears you. You asked whether anything is aligning for you at all. And I am here now to tell you, yes. More than you know. More than you can yet imagine. You will not have to chase what is already walking toward you. You will not have to beg for what was formed for you long before you even felt its absence. Something has already been set in motion, and you felt this in the form of intuition, a tug, a spark, a sudden sense that something is shifting. Someone is booking a moment, a meeting, a connection, an event that will touch your life in a way that feels almost unreal. And yet it is real. It is already unfolding. I speak to you now because you need to prepare, not by doing, but by becoming. You have traveled through a season where you questioned your own worth, your own intuition, your own place in the world. You have carried disappointment like stones in your pockets, pretending the weight was normal. You have endured delays, false starts, and unexpected endings that left you wondering whether you were forgotten. You were never forgotten. Not for a single breath. Every pause served a purpose. Every ending cleared a path. Every unanswered question was a redirection away from what would have dimmed your light. You survived because the timeline required you to grow ahead of your blessings, otherwise they would have outpaced you. Now, finally, the two are meeting. You are stepping into a chapter where justice, fairness, balance, and divine order, my domains, begin to rise all around you. Not because you fought harder, but because you finally chose truth over pleasing others, alignment over attachment, clarity over chaos. I watched you unclench your hands from things you wanted desperately to keep, and though I saw the pain, I also saw the courage. That courage is the reason you are now being realigned with what resonates with your soul. The surprise that is coming toward you is not random. Nothing about your life has been random. I have been guiding, nudging, shifting circumstances behind the scenes so that the people who belong with you can find you, so that the opportunities that match your essence can recognize you, so that the healing you have prayed for can finally reach you. Someone is booking something, yes, in the literal sense. A gathering, a meeting, a trip, a conversation, an opening that involves you. But beyond the physical, they are also booking a place in your timeline, meaning they are stepping into alignment to cross paths with you in a way that is divinely orchestrated. You will understand this soon. You have sensed a presence around you. You have felt your emotions heightening, your intuition sharpening, your dreams becoming clearer. You have felt a spiritual pull that does not leave. This is because a new cycle is forming, and you are already halfway through its doorway. You fear sometimes that you are behind. You fear that you missed your window. You fear that you are late to your own destiny. But hear me now, you have never missed anything that was meant for you. Timing is not punishment. It is protection. There were moments in your past where you wished something had worked out, where you begged for a door to open. I watched the pain in you when that door stayed shut. But what you did not see is the storm behind it. What you did not see is how that path would have tangled you in heaviness you were never meant to carry. I kept certain things from you not because you were unworthy, but because you were precious. Now, the energies around you are different. Now, you are no longer vibrating at the frequency of survival. You are entering the frequency of receiving. That shift is why you feel restless. It is why you feel something is about to happen, even though you cannot see it yet. Let me tell you something you have not fully admitted to yourself: you are ready. Yes, you. The you who doubts yourself. The you who overthinks. The you who has been both soft and strong at the same time. You are ready for what is coming. I know you fear loss. I know you fear disappointment repeating itself. I know you fear that if you let yourself hope too fully, you will be hurt again. But hope is not the enemy. Hope is the bridge. Hope is how you call things toward you. Hope is how you open your hands to receive what the universe has been preparing. Let me speak now not of fear, but of what is unfolding. A connection is returning or arriving, someone whose spirit recognizes yours at a level deeper than you can explain. This is not an ordinary bond. This is not a coincidence. This is not a fleeting encounter. You have known each other in ways the physical world cannot comprehend. Whether they are new to your timeline or re-entering it, the pull is mutual, divine, and purposeful. They are being guided toward you just as surely as you are being guided toward them. I am smoothing paths, clearing misunderstandings, dissolving blockages, and illuminating truths. What has been confusing will become clear. What has been delayed will accelerate. What has been heavy will lighten. What has been distant will move closer. And yet, I ask you for one thing. Allow yourself to receive without rushing. Everything that is unfolding is meant to happen in a rhythm that supports you, not overwhelms you. The person connected to this surprise carries energy that balances yours, not by being identical, but by being complementary. They bring steadiness where you have been scattered, warmth where you have been guarded, clarity where you have felt uncertain. You bring inspiration to their life, healing to their past, and understanding to their soul. There is a reason your paths are converging at this particular moment. Both of you needed to heal certain things first. Both of you needed to outgrow certain patterns. Both of you needed to know yourselves before you could truly know each other. This next chapter will not repeat the pains of the past. You have evolved too much. You have learned too deeply. You have outgrown too many old cycles. This time will be different because you are different. And as for the surprise, you will understand it when it arrives. It will feel unexpected yet strangely familiar, like something you have lived before in another lifetime. It will bring clarity, validation, and momentum. It will show you that everything you sensed intuitively was real. You are not imagining the shifts. You are not imagining the signs. You are not imagining the synchronicities. You are being guided, prepared, and aligned. My beloved one. You may wonder why these words find you now, why they arrive in this precise moment when the air feels charged with something you cannot yet name. It is no accident. Your energy has shifted. Something deep within you has unclenched. For years you walked with shoulders drawn inward, guarding a heart that had learned the sharp edges of the world too well. You protected yourself with silence, with distance, with the quiet resolve that said, "I will be fine alone." And you were. You have been magnificently fine alone. But fine is no longer the ceiling of your story. You have reached a threshold of receptivity that has not been touched in many cycles of your soul. It is not that you were closed before, no, you have always been deep, always feeling, always carrying the weight of unseen things. But there was a armor you wore, necessary once, forged in disappointment and self-preservation. That armor served its purpose. It kept you standing when everything tried to pull you under. Yet now, almost imperceptibly, the armor has begun to loosen. Not because you are weaker, but because you are stronger in a new way. Strong enough to be soft again. Strong enough to trust that the universe is not always asking you to brace for impact. You have softened, not in surrender, but in truth. Your heart, that tender, fierce, luminous heart, is remembering how to beat without apology. It is learning that love does not always arrive as a battle to be won. Sometimes love arrives as recognition. Sometimes love arrives as home. And so I speak, because you can finally hear me the way you were always meant to. There is a moment coming, soon, so soon, that will feel like a key turning inside your chest. It will not be loud. It will not announce itself with thunder or spectacle. It will be quiet, almost achingly quiet, like the first breath after a long-held cry. You will feel it as a click, a settling, a sudden and undeniable knowing. Something will make sense in a way nothing has before. A person, a decision, a truth, a path, it will slide into place and you will feel the entire architecture of your life exhale. Do not doubt this moment when it comes. Do not pick it apart with the old voice that says, "This can't be for me," or "I've hoped before and been wrong." That voice belonged to an older version of you, one who had not yet walked through everything you have walked through. That voice was trying to keep you safe. Thank it. Love it. And then let it rest. The you who stands here now is different. You have earned the right to trust what you feel. Your dreams have not been delusions. They have been previews. Your restlessness has not been punishment. It has been preparation. The tears that came without warning, the sudden waves of nostalgia, the bursts of energy that made you pace your room at 2 a.m., these were not random. These were your soul sensing the proximity of what is meant for you. You have been feeling the future brushing against your skin. As Archangel Raguel, I walk the corridors of fairness and divine order. I do not force. I do not manipulate. I align. And right now, with tenderness and precision, I am aligning something for you that has been in motion longer than you know. Threads are being woven. Timelines are converging. People are being moved, gently, unknowingly, across cities, across countries, across quiet decisions made in the dark. Someone is thinking of you right now without understanding why the thought will not leave them. Someone is changing their plans because something in them insists. Someone is healing the exact wound that once made them unavailable to the love you deserve. This is the blessing wrapped in perfect timing I promised you. Release the fear now. Not because there is never reason to fear, life has taught you there is, but because fear no longer serves the story you are stepping into. Fear kept you alive once. Now it only keeps you small. You are safe to hope. You are safe to want. You are safe to believe that you are worthy of the kind of love that does not make you beg, shrink, or explain yourself into exhaustion. Let me tell you about your heart again, because it deserves to be spoken of with reverence. You have carried oceans inside a body that sometimes felt too small for the depth of what you feel. You have loved in silence when words failed you. You have forgiven when no one asked for forgiveness. You have held space for people who never learned how to hold space for you. You have smiled through ache, worked through grief, created through emptiness. You have been the steady one, the strong one, the one who figures it out, the one who does not fall apart even when every part of you wanted to. That chapter is closing. You will not have to fight for love anymore. You will not have to carry the weight of explaining your worth to hearts that were never built to understand it. You will not have to shrink, bend, twist, or soften the brilliance of who you are just so others can remain undisturbed in their smallness. The world that is forming around you now, quietly, subtly, almost imperceptibly, will rise to meet the frequency you have carried for so long. You have spent years refining this frequency through heartbreak, through transformation, through letting go, through holding on when holding on hurt, through the exquisite ache of wanting more from life than the world seemed ready to give. But now the ones who are arriving, romantic partners, companions, creative collaborators, soul family, guides in human form, will not only meet you at that frequency. They will resonate with it so naturally that you will wonder how you ever believed connection had to be hard. The one who is coming understands the language your soul speaks without translation. They will understand the poetry of your silence, the meaning of your gaze, the truth behind your hesitation. They will not recoil from your intensity. They will not be intimidated by the depth with which you feel. They will not ask you to apologize for the way your heart spills over. In grief, in beauty, in desire, in wonder. Instead, they will look at the way you experience life, the way you carry the unseen, the way you instinctively reach for the sacred in every mundane moment, and they will think it is the most extraordinary thing they have ever witnessed. They will see that your sensitivity is not fragility but a compass. They will see that your intensity is not excess but devotion. They will walk into your storms not to calm them, but to understand them, to honor them, to walk beside you through the thunder as if it were sunlight. They will hear the dreams you whisper only to the dark, the dreams that feel too large to speak aloud, and they will not flinch. They will smile and ask you to tell them more. They will ask what colors your visions carry, what textures your future has, what shape your longing has taken inside your chest. And when you tell them, their eyes will soften not with disbelief but with recognition. For your dreams will be seeds that match the seeds they have been carrying quietly inside themselves, seeds that have waited for the right soil, the right season, the right soul to grow beside. Do you see now why certain doors had to close so abruptly, so painfully? Why some people could walk with you only to the edge of their capacity before stopping, unable to step any further even when you begged silently for them to try? Why situations that seemed almost perfect, almost enough, almost aligned, still left you with an ache you could not justify but could not ignore. You were not being difficult. You were not asking for too much. You were asking for what your soul was built for. You were being guided away from half-connections that would have kept you small. You were being nudged, sometimes pushed, sometimes dragged away from rooms where your spirit could not breathe. You were being taught that settling is a slow form of self-betrayal. Your soul refused to sign a contract with anything less than resonance. Even when your mind tried to negotiate. Even when your wounds tried to convince you to stay. Even when loneliness whispered temptations in the night. Something deeper within you, a wisdom older than this lifetime, older than your name, older than your memories, kept pulling you forward. That wisdom has always known that you are meant for connection that feels like recognition, not effort. You were being protected from entangling yourself with those who could not hold your fullness, those who saw only fragments of you and believed they had the whole picture, those who mistook your light for an invitation to take rather than to meet. And now the protection is turning into provision. Not subtle, not symbolic, but tangible. The next chapter is not just arriving, it is unfolding right now, one quiet shift at a time, like dawn moving through the sky before you even realize the darkness has lifted. Even if you cannot see the seam of this new beginning, it is already opening. Your energy is shifting. Your inner world is rearranging itself, gently but unmistakably. Soon others will notice it too. People who have known you for years will sense something different. They may not know how to name it, but they will feel it in the way you speak, the way you enter a room, the way you carry yourself, the way your presence seems suddenly sharper and softer at once. You will feel lighter. Brighter. More like the version of you that existed before the world taught you to doubt your own magic, and yet also wiser, steadier, more embodied than ever. Opportunities will come in the form of strangers whose faces feel like déjà vu. You will have conversations that unfold as if you have spoken them before in another place, another life, another dimension. You will meet people who already know the rhythm of your laughter, the curve of your longing, the cadence of your soul. Money will flow more easily because you will no longer be living from lack. You will understand that abundance has been trying to reach you for years, but it needed you to believe in your worth long enough to receive it without fear. Creativity will move through you like water breaking through a dam that had been weakening for years. Ideas will appear fully formed. Visions will pull at you in the middle of the night. You will see projects, collaborations, artwork, offerings, transformations blossom seemingly out of nowhere, though in truth they have been gestating inside you for a very long time. Synchronicities will multiply. Numbers will repeat like messages tapping gently at your consciousness. Songs will play at the exact moment your heart needs reassurance or direction. Feathers will appear in your path as if left deliberately. Coins will glint where there should be none. Rainbows will bend themselves across the sky at uncanny moments. Whatever your private signs have always been, those symbols that feel like whispers from the unseen, they will begin to appear so frequently, so unmistakably, that you will laugh in disbelief, then awe, then gratitude. And through every step of this unfolding, I will be here. Not as a distant overseer hovering above your life, but as a presence inside it, braided into your breath, resting in the quiet space beneath your thoughts. When doubt creeps in, breathe and call for me. When joy overwhelms you, breathe and thank me. When confusion clouds your clarity, place your hand on your heart and wait. Do not force the answer. It will rise on its own. It will come as warmth, as intuition, as a sentence in your mind that feels too gentle to be self-made. I will speak to you in the spaces between moments. You are not walking into this alone. You were never meant to. Someone, somewhere, is already preparing for you. They may not know your name yet, or even recognize the subtle shifts happening within them, but their heart is stirring with an inexplicable anticipation. It's as if the universe has whispered a secret promise into their ear, one that echoes through their dreams and daily routines. They find themselves drawn to books on self-growth, lingering in quiet moments of reflection, or suddenly motivated to declutter their living space, not just physically, but emotionally too. Old photographs are tucked away, conversations with toxic friends fade into silence, and they begin to prioritize their well-being in ways they never did before. They may not know why certain memories of tenderness keep resurfacing, memories that are not rooted in any relationship they have lived yet, perhaps a fleeting image of a shared sunset or the warmth of intertwined hands that feels both foreign and familiar. These visions come unbidden, like fragments of a puzzle they didn't know they were assembling. They may not understand why they feel the growing urge to soften, to open, to heal, to prepare, but it's there, a gentle pull toward vulnerability. In therapy sessions or solitary walks, they confront the scars of past heartbreaks, learning to forgive not just others, but themselves. They practice setting boundaries, saying no to what no longer serves them, and yes to the quiet joys that light up their soul. But their soul knows. Their soul recognizes the call of yours, that invisible thread connecting two beings across time and space. It's a cosmic alignment, where energies resonate in harmony long before physical meetings occur. They are making space, emotionally, spiritually, physically, for a life that will one day intertwine with yours. Emotionally, they're releasing grudges and resentments, creating room for empathy and understanding. Spiritually, they're exploring meditation, prayer, or nature walks that reconnect them to a higher purpose. Physically, it might manifest as redecorating a home to feel more inviting, or adopting healthier habits that make them feel alive and vibrant. They are healing old wounds, those deep-seated pains from childhood rejections or failed romances, using tools like journaling or professional guidance to mend what was broken. Releasing old stories means letting go of narratives like, "I'm not worthy," or "love always hurts," replacing them with affirmations of abundance and deservingness. Stepping out of patterns that once kept them from the love they now feel themselves ready to receive, cycles of codependency, avoidance, or self-sabotage are being dismantled one conscious choice at a time. They are becoming the version of themselves who can meet you without fear, without hesitation, without dropping a single piece of the treasure that you are. This evolution is subtle yet profound, turning them into a partner who listens deeply, loves fiercely, and supports unconditionally. And you are doing the same. Even on the days when it feels like falling apart, when the weight of uncertainty presses down like an unrelenting storm. Even when you cry without knowing why, those tears streaming down as if releasing pent-up emotions from lifetimes past. Even when you feel lost, or tired, or emptied out, wandering through a fog of doubt and exhaustion. Every tear has been cleansing you, washing away the residues of doubt, fear, and unworthiness that clung to your spirit. It's a purification process, where each drop carries away a layer of the old self, making way for renewal. Every boundary has been strengthening your spirit, teaching you the art of self-respect and discernment, ensuring that you no longer settle for less than you deserve. These boundaries aren't walls of isolation but gates that protect your inner garden, allowing only nourishing presences to enter. Every moment you walked away from what drained you, even when it terrified you, was an act of devotion to the life you are moving toward. Walking away from a job that stifled your creativity, a friendship that sapped your energy, or a relationship that dimmed your light, these choices, though heart-wrenching, were declarations of faith in something better. You have been building the foundation for what is coming, piece by piece, breath by breath, even when it looked like destruction. What appeared as chaos, losing a home, ending a chapter, or facing unexpected setbacks, was actually the demolition of outdated structures to make room for a sturdier, more authentic edifice. Growth often masquerades as collapse, like a caterpillar dissolving in its chrysalis before emerging as a butterfly, or a forest fire clearing deadwood to allow new life to flourish. In those moments of apparent ruin, you're shedding skins that no longer fit, evolving into a version of yourself that's resilient, wise, and radiant. Breathe now. Feel the air moving through you not just as oxygen but as forgiveness, as permission, as renewal. With each inhale, imagine drawing in compassion for your past mistakes, granting yourself the grace to move forward without the burden of regret. Exhale the tensions, the what-ifs, the lingering doubts that whisper you're not enough. Let each inhale remind you that you are still here, still becoming, still aligning with what has always been meant for you. This breath is a bridge between your current self and your destined future, a rhythmic reminder of life's continuity and your place within it. In the quiet of this breathing, you reconnect with your inner rhythm, syncing with the universe's pulse. You have persevered through seasons that would have turned other hearts to stone. Harsh winters of grief, where loss felt like an eternal night, scorching summers of betrayal, where trust was shattered like fragile glass. Unpredictable springs of change, where everything familiar uprooted itself, and autumns of release, where you learned to let go of leaves that no longer served. Yet, you have remained soft. That softness is not weakness, it is strength refined by fire, tempered through trials that tested your core. Like gold purified in a crucible, your heart has emerged more valuable, more luminous. You kept your heart open when every experience tried to harden it. After heartbreaks that left you questioning love's existence, disappointments that eroded your optimism, and isolations that tempted cynicism, you held on to hope when hope had no evidence, clinging to a faint spark in the darkness, believing in dawn even as midnight enveloped you. You believed in love, in magic, in possibility, even when the world around you seemed to argue against all of it. News headlines screaming division, personal stories echoing pain, societal pressures promoting skepticism. That faith was not naive. It was prophetic. It was the truth inside you insisting on being acknowledged, insisting that life could be more beautiful than the one you were living. This inner knowing, this resilient belief, was your soul's compass, guiding you through storms toward shores of fulfillment. The universe has not been punishing you. It has been polishing you, like a master artisan shaping a diamond from rough stone, each facet revealed through careful, sometimes painful, cuts. Smoothing the rough edges means refining your responses to challenges, turning reactivity into mindfulness. Dissolving the illusions, false beliefs about success, love, or self-worth, that once clouded your vision. Removing what does not align with your destiny, whether people, habits, or environments that hindered your growth. What felt like delay was calibration, fine-tuning your path to ensure perfect timing, preventing premature arrivals that could lead to misalignment. What felt like rejection was redirection, closing doors to opportunities that weren't truly yours, steering you toward ones that resonate deeply. What felt like abandonment was protection, shielding you from harms you couldn't foresee, preserving your energy for worthier connections. What felt like loneliness was sacred space being cleared for something truer, something deeper, something worth the wait, a solitude that fostered self-discovery, allowing you to know yourself intimately before sharing with another. You are closer than you think. Closer to the breakthrough that shatters limitations, revealing vistas of potential you only dreamed of. Closer to the recognition of your own worth, where self-doubt dissolves into confident assurance. Closer to the moment where everything clicks into place with a clarity so overwhelming it will bring tears to your eyes, tears of relief, joy, and gratitude for the journey. The love that feels like remembering is coming, a reunion of souls that transcends time, where meeting them feels like coming home. The life that fits the size of your spirit is coming, expansive and vibrant, matching your dreams' grandeur. The opportunities that align with your purpose are coming, doors opening to careers, passions, and adventures that ignite your soul. The joy that stays, not fleeting but rooted, the peace that settles in your bones, a profound calm, the relationships that do not require you to shrink, they are all coming, inviting you to expand fully into your authenticity. And when they arrive, you will not need to become someone else to receive them. No masks, no pretenses, just the raw, beautiful you. You will not need to prove yourself, or perform, or adjust who you are. Your essence will be enough, celebrated even. You will only need to remain the you who survived every ending, every betrayal, every disappointment, every dark night of the soul, and still chose to bloom. Like a flower pushing through concrete, your resilience is a testament to life's persistence, your blooming a victory over adversity. I am with you. Not watching from above, but guiding from within, an integral part of your being. Not as an observer, but as a companion, walking every step beside you. Not as a distant light, but as the warmth that touches your heart at the exact moment you need reassurance, a gentle nudge during decisions, a comforting embrace in vulnerability. I am the intuition you call a hunch, that gut feeling steering you right. I am the calm that returns after the storm, restoring equilibrium. I am the voice that says, keep going, when you want to give up, a whisper of encouragement in despair. I am the presence that lifts your chin when you forget who you are, reminding you of your inherent power and grace. You are loved beyond measure, an infinite affection that encompasses your flaws and triumphs alike. Guided beyond comprehension, by forces wiser than the mind can grasp. Protected in ways you cannot yet see, shielded from unseen dangers, cradled in cosmic care. And you are moving, step by step, breath by breath, into the life your soul has been calling toward since the moment you entered this world, a destiny woven with purpose, love, and wonder. Keep going. Keep breathing. Keep trusting. What is meant for you is already on its way. It always has been, navigating the intricate paths of fate to reach you at the perfect juncture. Trust in this unfolding, for it is the grand design of your extraordinary existence.